Look at what you can make in 45 minutes when you have no idea what to make for dinner. This is my pan kebab, really easy with use of the rice cooker to make this delicious little dinner on a cozy night that I can whip up pretty quickly and is a crowd pleaser. Start off by washing your rice a bunch of times until the water runs clear and get it ready in the rice cooker with some oil and a little bit of salt and give it a little spin for good measure. Cover her up and turn her on and you are good to go. All right, let's do these little pan kebabs. I start off with organic ground beef, and instead of adding raw onions, I'm using onion powder, granulated onions. It adds all that flavor so much easier, and a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. And I start mixing it up, and then I move on to my hands, which I'm going to get even better mix up here. And I'm essentially kneading the meat to get it all smooth consistency. Then I start shaping my individual patties. I'm going for a classic oval shape here. I hated this shape of kebab growing up, but I have come to embrace it now, and I make it for my family all the time. I finished prepping the rest of the patties, and these guys are ready to go into a hot pan. The rice is still cooking, so let's move on to a creamy side dish, masto khiyar. This is a super easy recipe and involves peeled, diced cucumbers and mixed with yogurt and dried herbs. And of course, a dash of salt. The dried herbs that I'm using today are mint and dill, and I'll just mix around with different flavors. I crush them in between my fingers as I add it to really get everything nice and smooth. A final mix together and this side dish is ready to be served. My rice cooker tells me that the rice is finished cooking, but I want to take things into my own hands. I want the rice cooker to toast for a few more minutes so that I can get a crunchy tahdig. I do this by wedging a little bit of paper towel in the switch of the rice cooker. Be super careful if you do this, you're risking burning all of your rice. All right, and now for the star of the show, the pan Persian Koobideh. Here I am pressing the shaped patties that are seasoned into the bottom of a cast iron enameled pan. It's super hot, and my goal is to try to fit as many as I can into the pan without overcrowding. Overcrowding will cause the meat to steam, and I want to get a nice golden char on it. I'll let these char while I get to the rice. I really don't want to burn my rice. Okay, let's try to flip her out. I'm crossing my fingers that I get a nice crunchy tahdig, so let's see how it goes. Okay, careful not to burn from the steam, and flip her out. All right, watch your face, and let's see what we got here. Get ready to pull off the top of this lid, and womp womp, my tahdig stuck. But it's okay, my rice is beautiful and fluffy, and more importantly, not burned. I'm going to serve it up with some bread, and I managed to salvage a little bit of the tahdig anyway. Okay, let's see, meat. How are you doing? Ho, 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 look at that char. That is exactly what we're looking for. Okay, as they finish cooking one by one, I'm going to go ahead and put them onto my big fat platter. And there's that pretty tahdig. And for the last batch of the kebab, I'm adding tomato. Such a fun part of the Kabab Koobideh experience. The tomato gets a little bit of a char and cooks through and gets super soft and luscious, and a great pairing to this meal. And for some final garnishes, I love pairing with fresh herbs for brightness, and some radishes or green onions are always great. Let's pull this all together. Here is some sumac for additional spice and a beautiful display of Persian flavors that you can pull together so quickly and easily when you're looking for something to make for yourself, your family, and friends. Until next time, Nusha Jan.